I only buy the finest tea leaves, sister. See, BOPF.
BOPF is indicated on the pack.
Sister, the art of tea.
On the 14th of May, the Minister of Education revealed about an investigation that had been handed over to the Secretary of the Ministry of Education of the North Central Province.
It is true that a post of director had been granted by the North Central Province in a backdrop where a case is being heard in court regarding a problem regarding question papers. This fax by the Provincial Education Minister states that the Provincial Education Director had granted appointments in an arbitrary manner. Therefore, we instructed the Secretary to the Ministry of Education to conduct an inquiry and take immediate legal action.
Quoting a letter from the Secretary to the Ministry of Education, Action TV exposed the false nature of the facts revealed by way of quoting a letter sent by the Provincial Education Minister. It is the Provincial Education Secretary who has, through this letter, ordered for the Provincial Education Director to grant illegal appointments. The Provincial Education Secretary not only shied away from conducting an investigation into the appointment as mentioned by the Minister of Education, but he had also vacated his post. The duties of the vacant post are now carried out by the Secretary of the North Central Provincial Council. As a result of an order issued by this individual to the Provincial Education Director, the entire Department of Education in the North Central Province is in anarchy. Thereby adhering to the order that was issued by the individual carrying out the duties of the Secretary of the Provincial Education Ministry, the Provincial Education Director had transferred 20 officers attached to the Education Administrative Service at once. The transfers were done on the service requirement basis, and among the 20 persons transferred were 5 senior officials. However, the Acting Secretary to the Provincial Ministry of Education is aware that not only the Provincial Education Director, but he too cannot transfer the 5 senior officials. The Acting Secretary of the Provincial Ministry of Education, who is also aware that only the Public Service Commission has the power to transfer the 5 senior officials, has used the Provincial Education Director as the scapegoat to commit this illegal act. One of the 5 senior officials who was transferred from the 1st of this month has been made to work under a junior officer who until then was under his supervision. However, these transfers in question can be considered to have been committed on political requirements, as a large number of officers with no proper qualifications and transfers from the Polonnaruwa district have been given promotions. These transfers may have been committed to cover up the bitter truth that has been in existence for a long period of time in the North Central Provincial Education Administration. The bitter truth is that 114 persons with no proper qualifications and proper letters of appointments continue to hold positions in the North Central Province Education Administrative Service. It is indeed humorous that the authorities who are supposed to rectify the situation in the North Central Province were to set off to Thailand to attend a workshop on education, spending over 30 million rupees. However, this tour was cancelled after the President himself intervened. In this backdrop, shouldn't a workshop to educate these officials on the Education Administrative Service be held locally? Governor of the North Central Province, this is over to you.